a DC motor here. This is 260 size DC motor. And we're going to use this propeller or this fan blade, 3-lip fan blade, soft fan. Connect here. So we have now a mini fan with a cable here, 260, the size of the motor. And the current is around 100 to 200 milliampere. This motor is we can supply this at 6 volts, 3 to 6 volts, 6 volts at 200 milliampere of current. Then we have this BS 1838. So this is an infrared receiver sensor receiver, or this is our remote. We're going to use this remote this one, the topmost right, with the use with the help of Arduino Uno. So what is now our objective? Our objective is to create a remote control mini fan. Remote control mini fan using Arduino Uno and BS1838 sensor. So when we control using the remote, when we press the key here, it will be received by this sensor, and then we'll start to rotate the motor. We are going to decode the code here of the remote in order that we can use that in our circuit for the receiver, so that we can decode the remote. So we're going to decode this button that we're going to use for the receiver side. So this is a transmitter side, the remote, and the other part is the receiver. So in short, we're going to build a circuit into the receiver side. So when we press the button here, it will be received by the receiver and will turn on the motor. So we can have now a mini fan remote control. We're going to decode this button using this sensor. So let us first decode the button here by using Arduino Uno microcontroller, by uploading the code for this remote control. Let us first decode this button so that we can build the receiver side of the remote control mini fan. of our circuit. So here, this is the Arduino Uno. Connected is the infrared sensor receiver for the remote. And then we have here the battery. The supply of Arduino Uno is 9 volts. And also this whole circuit, the breadboard, it is the receiver area. So you can see here we have this power LED indicator. And then we have coupling capacitor. Also we have voltage regulator, converting the 9 volts into 5 volts. So we converted the 9 volts into 5 volts so that we can use that to power the relay. This is the relay. So we need the relay to isolate the output into the input, because our motor is R260 and it is a very powerful motor. So we need to isolate the input to the output. So the output, the relay is controlled by the transistor. So the transistor here is the driver, and then we have the LED, that's the indicator when we powering or we turn on the motor or the mini pan. It will also turn on. Once this rotates, it's also the LED here will turn on. And then you can see here, this is a separate power for the mini pan. So using the relay, we can separate. We have two supplies, one for the input, this input side, and then the other one is the output side. Okay, that's the relay when we're going to use the relay. Also we have here the clamp, then we're going to use the remote. We also have here the clamp diode to prevent voltage spikes. Transistor, biasing transistor, daily current limiter resistor, and then some capacitor into the voltage regulator. That's step down voltage regulator. Since we're done with uploading the code for the push button here, we're going to use this push button. When I press it, it turns on the motor. Press again, off. Okay? Again. So we have the mini pan here connected to the mini tower. We now have the schematic diagram for remote control mini pan using Arduino Uno and BS1838 sensor, figure 1. And here we have the Arduino Uno. And then the power is 9 volts for the Arduino Uno. Arduino Uno connected is the sensor BS1838. 5 volts of Arduino to the VCC of the sensor. Pin number 2, that is the signal of the sensor. S signal. You can see that in the module. And then ground to ground. So the ground of Arduino is connected to the ground of the sensor. This is infrared sensor receiver. Okay? In our circuit, we connected this 9 volts battery into the BIN, voltage input of Arduino Uno, which is capable of handling 7 volts up to 12 volts of supply. So we are using 9 volts for the Arduino, but the supply for 1838 is from 5 volts of Arduino Uno. And then we have this power indicator LED, red. with series current limiting resistor. And then we have this coupling capacitor for power lines stabilizer, which is 100 microfarad 16 volts electrolytic capacitor. So stabilizer. And then we are using this voltage regulator. Step down. Why do we need step down? Voltage regulator. Voltage. From 9 volts, stepping it down to 5 volts. So from 9 volts, it becomes 5 volts. With capacitor stabilizer. To the input, C104, and then to the output, 10 microfarad, 25 volts, and to the ground, the middle pin is the ground, pin number 2. Why do we use this, why do we need this 5 volts regulator? Because we're using a relay. Relay is 5 volts. That's why we need to convert that 9 volts into 5 volts because we're using a relay of 5 volts. And then to the pin number 8, which is the output, configured as output, we have the motor pan indicator, green. So when this motor pan or this mini pan rotates, it means the green LED also turns on. Okay? With current limiting resistor of 470 ohms to the ground. Connected to pin number 8, and then we have this transistor. Why do we need transistor? It serves as a driver of the relay. We need to drive the relay, so we can use this. So we need to use this transistor 2N222. Okay, and then the collector is connected is the second coil or the second pin or pin number 2 of the relay. Pin number 1 coil, pin number 2 of the coil of the relay. And then connected is the 1N4007 diode. What's the use of that? Because our load is the mini pan motor, we need to suppress the voltage spike. So we need this clamping diode to suppress or to prevent voltage spike so that we can protect the regulator and the whole circuit, including this. And then what's this transistor? To carry or to drive this relay. Okay, and also we have this transistor with base biasing of 1K resistor, bias resistor. So, and then to the relay, the pin number 3 connected is the second supply. So we have a separate supply for the mini pan. 5 volts. Usually it's power bank. Connected negative, positive to the positive of the pan, negative, then connected to the normally open, pin number 5. Normally open. Negative of the supply connected to common, pin number 3 of the relay. So you can see in the relay, there's it's 5 pin. This is top bottom view. You can see this. This is the first coil, second coil, pin. Then in the middle, that is the comb. Comb normally closed. So sample should be like this. When you tester it, it has a continuity. Normally closed. When you tester this, there's no continuity. Normally open. That's the pin out of the relay. Okay? What's the purpose of the relay? Well, to separate the pan, which is our output, to the receiver or the sensor, because this motor, it's very powerful, and it is R260 size of motor. If we have the same ground, the same power, this will not work. So we need to separate the motor from the sensor. This is the input, this is the output side of the relay. Input side, the coil, and then output side, the normally open, normally closed, and then COM. So initially, there is no connection, the circuit here, the pan will not rotate because the pin number 3 is connected to NC, normal close. Once we have this, we have now the remote. When we press the remote, it emits the signal, then is being received by this sensor, and then to the Arduino, processing by the Arduino, and then will turn on this green LED. Once it turns on, this transistor now switch on. The purpose of this is to carry or to drive this relay. Switching on this transistor, base to emitter, switching on, so the current flows from 9 volts, and then to the converted to 5 volts, and then to the relay, and then goes to the collector emitter of the transistor, then to the ground. So it also serves as a switch to the circuit. So it will turn on the relay because this coil will now energize. What will happen to the coil? It becomes electromagnetic. It magnetizes. It attracts this contact to here of the relay. So this is now closed. There is now a closed circuit into the output. So the current now flows from the battery positive to the positive of the pan. It rotates and then continues to rotate as long as we're not pressing the key. And then when we press it again, it toggles. So it toggles. When we press it again, it toggles, it turns off. When this is off, this is also off. And also, when this is off, there's no current here. Now this contact will move again to its original position. So it will now make the pan to turn off also. So when the green LED indicator is off, transistor off, and then the contact will move to the original from 3 to 5 to the normally closed. There's no complete circuit here, so the pan also is off, 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 and then the contact move here. So when we press it again, send the signal here. Infrared means light. We are dealing with infrared light. So usually the remote control of the TV is IR, infrared. Infrared. Just like the remote of the TV. Sending this is a transmitter, serves as a transmitter, then the receiver, RX, and these are the whole receiver. This one is the sensor for the receiver, and then processed by Arduino again, convert to 5 volts, and then turns on this green LED. Turns on, switching on this transistor. And then the current flows here. Transistor, switch on. Now the contact moves again to the 3 to 5, pin 3 to 5. We'll now have a closed circuit. That's why the motor will rotate again, or will move. We have now a closed circuit. Remember that there is no electrical connection between 3, 5 and 1, 2. Because the purpose of relay is electrical insulation, isolation, to isolate this side, input side to the output side. Because this side is a control side. This one is output side. So once there's a circuit here, the pan continues to rotate, to move, to rotate, again, continues. And when we press again the button, it will toggle, it will turn off the green LED, turn off the transistor. Now the contact moves again to its initial position here. So it will detach the circuit. Now it becomes open. Now there's no circuit here. There's no current that flows here because it's now open. So mini-pan turns off, 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 off. Okay? That is the remote control mini-pan. And our remote, why do we need to decode the button here? In order to match the transmitter or this remote to the receiver. Okay? With the use of Arduino Uno. So we need to match the transmitter, which is the remote, to the receiver, this hood receiver. So that we can control the receiver, we need to have the same code. Code for transmitter is also the same as receiver. That's why we decode the button here, so that we can use that. And what's the use of Arduino Uno? In order to prevent any electromagnetic interference. Actually, we can use this without Arduino Uno, but because we are using a code for Arduino Uno, it can help to protect the communication between transmitter and receiver. Because with the help of the code, that's the only way we can communicate, and we have a stable connection between the receiver and the transmitter if we have Arduino Uno code, or we decode the code, the button here. So we need Arduino so that we have a stable connection between transmitter and receiver without or any electromagnetic interference. Well, we can avoid any electromagnetic interference with the circuit with the use of the code. We have a stable connection between the two. That's the purpose of decoding the button of the remote, to match the transmitter into the receiver. And the purpose of this voltage regulator is to step down the voltage from 9 volts to 5 volts, because our relay is using 5 volts. This is a 5 volts relay. Although there are relay which is 12 volts, 9 volts, but here we're using 5 volts. Okay? And we have to supply for the input side, and the output. What's the purpose? Electrical isolation or insulation, or to isolate this fan to here. Sensor, because the sensor is sensitive to electrical noise. If we share the same ground, same supply, and I already did that, it will not function. It will not turn off the motor because of electrical noise from the power line generated by this high power motor of the Minican. This is a motor 260 high power. It creates electrical noise into the power line. We cannot avoid that electrical noise because our sensor here is sensitive to electrical noise of the line. Even with the use of the coupling capacitor here, we cannot control. So we need to isolate, or we need to power to isolate the motor to the input to this sensor. That's our remote control mini pan. Press, release, toggle, on and off. It toggles between on and off, on, off, on, off, the motor and the LED. on, connected the battery. Then our new module is the 9 volts. Then Arduino. And then this sensor is now isolated to the module because it did not work when it is connected into the board. So here it's just connected to the Arduino Uno. Let us try.